everyone. Welcome back to Starwater Radio. Today, I really just want to discuss with you some of the primary reasons why, maybe getting down to the root cause, as to why these humans are wanting to continue to divulge in the lower realms, i.e., the lower chakras, more specifically the root and sacral chakras. It's some sort of need to remain in these lower realms, this very carnal state of animalistic behavior. I've tried to understand it deeply, and there is something that's coming to mind. I've realized that as I'm watching some of these YouTubers, a lot of these women, there's one in particular that I've been studying. She feels the need to reassert herself as a symbol of seduction. This woman and her behavior, it shows me that it is a power move for her. It's easy to get lost in this realm. It is the place in which we create the most Maya. So when I say the word Maya, it means illusion. The production of a dream, basically, something that is not real, and it's due to sensory experience. So that being said, it shows me that our sexual creative centers are where we create the most illusion and Maya, basically karma, for ourselves. It isn't until we rise into the higher realms that our being is able to access the higher forces of the vortex of the heart. And I want to explain with you something very sacred that I've experienced over the years since I've allowed myself to expand and ascend in this way, because I myself was stuck in the lower realms. I'm no better, but I am someone who would like to help other people navigate so that they don't get lost and continually just saddened by this experience of not feeling fully, completely whole, especially within those parameters of sensual seduction and sexuality. It is very, like I said, limiting for the spirit to expand oneself. So when we get into the higher heart centers, it allows us to gain access to these abilities in which we can really create a whole different type of reality for ourselves. I have a client that I've worked with over the years. I've been actually fascinated to see how much he's been able to encode himself and allowed himself to go into these higher heart centers. He has basically reported to me having awakened states. There are states of enlightenment which create so much joy that you can't even feel what it used to feel like to be in such a burdensome lower human dimension. And that's really what I'm talking about, is allowing yourself to have a better way of creating your life with our physical bodies and connection. And maybe it might be astral or spiritual, in which we use these sexual centers, and that is very powerful. But we must not get stuck in the illusion of that Maya and that creation. We must allow ourselves to become greater forces by using our heart centers, learning to activate these higher realms of being. That heart orgasm, what I was basically explaining to you about, it has nothing to do with anything sexual whatsoever. It is a state of joy and being that I'm seeing myself have access to, and others, like I said, people that I've been coaching, are reporting this experience. And it is real. It is something that once you have seen it within yourself, you know that there's no going back to those lower realms and being dependent on those sense gratifications. And those who are ready to fully transcend themselves and release themselves from the cycles of lust and seduction and low self-esteem. And so the first step of this is really about finding that wholeness and oneness within oneself, not needing to attach to a narrative or an identity i.e., the siren or the vamp, to be able to find unconditional love in this universe. You being the root of that unconditional love, coming from the vortex of your heart, learning to work with that powerful force. You see, there's no need to grab onto other people's energy. There's no need to seduce. That lustful energy, that icky feeling that you get when you watch some of these women, you don't receive that energy anymore because you're not asking for it. You're already fulfilled within yourself. So that heart center starts to fill up. We become almost like kaleidoscopes. All these different webs of light start to coalesce and move, and we become like a vehicle. The Merkaba awakens through the heart. And this quickening allows us to become ultra sensitive to other people's hearts and to the electromagnetic energies that are moving through our hearts and through our vessels. We're able to utilize it, work with it, become conscious of it. Working with this intelligence, we become a light essence. And what that really truly is joy. It is love. Once we start to reach those states, we kind of look back at our lower, more carnal, animalistic self, and we have some sort of pity and sympathy for how small we're really playing ourselves. This is possible. And if you are coming out of sexual addiction, it is possible to begin working with these higher heart energies. We're already holding a web, a lot of us here. We're already allowing ourselves to tap into this web of strength that allows us to remain in these higher realms together as a consciousness, as a group. So this is a place where you can join in the community and continue to feel safe in your sanctuary as a heart-based being.